Hey, everybody, welcome back to 10 questions in about 10 minutes. Today, we have with us a high school junior. Is that right?
Sophomore.
High school sophomore from Arizona, Chase Fillman. Chase, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everyone. My name's Chase Fillman, sophomore at Millennium High School here in Arizona.
Very nice. So while the half the country is in a storm filled with ice and snow right now, I'm in sunny Southern California and Chase is in probably even sunnier Phoenix area of Arizona. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. About 75 degrees outside right now.
Don't rub it in. Don't rub it in, Chase. It was great. Chase and I met earlier this year at a tournament in Arizona when he was playing for the pitchers only team, I believe. Is that correct, Chase?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And you had the experience of getting to play that weekend for someone I think should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame, Mr. Roger Clemens. Tell us a little bit about your experience with that.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. He has a lot of good feedback, not just for baseball, but for life in general. Everybody kind of sees him as like this intimidating guy, but like he was really just like a big friendly guy. He's definitely a lot bigger in person than he looks on camera. He still has it in him. He threw a couple pitches in front of us, still throws hard. But overall, it was a really good experience, and it was fun to pick his brain on like what all it was like back then.
Yo, are you still there? We lost you, Chase.
You got me?
Oh, yeah, we're good. Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate enough to be there the night when he was kind of talking to you guys and talking about life and baseball and just hearing the way that a guy like him with his experience talked to high schoolers, right? It felt like he was talking to each one of you in the room individually, even though there was, 15 guys there.
Yeah, it's crazy. He definitely has a presence about himself. He definitely finds ways to connect to people differently. Everybody's different, and he knows that. It's just like the same way. Not everybody throws the ball the same. Not everybody hits the ball the same, but everybody has the common goals. And so he connected to us all differently and gave us all different tips, and just it was extremely helpful and cool.
And if there was one tip that he personally gave you that weekend that you took away and said, "Wow, that really stuck with me." Do you remember what that was?
It's not the amount of work you do, it's the quality of work you do. And same thing in the game. It's not the amount of pitches you throw or how hard you throw, it's how efficient they are.
I think that's great advice. Excuse me. He really did. I feel like that was kind of his message, right? Is it was be in control of who you are and how you are, right? Like you said, not everybody throws the same, but embrace who you are was kind of one of the things that an overall feel that I kind of took away. I mean, I was inspired and I wasn't pitching that weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that weekend, let's talk a little bit about that pitchers only tournament. Pitchers only, the brand, along with the 7 to 10 sponsors, I believe, brought a team of what was it, 10 or 11 pitchers and two catchers to a perfect game tournament in Arizona in September. And how did you guys end up doing?
Yeah, so I don't exactly know the amount of guys that were all there, but we ended up doing really good. I think our final record, we won the championship. We had no losses. But it was really cool to see meet all these different guys that are two ways across the country, like being from seniors to sophomores. It was really cool to just meet and connect with these guys that I've never met before. And by the end of the 3 days, we were all felt like we were brothers.
No, I loved it. It was exciting for Amy and I to be there and get to experience that with you and just to see how you guys so quickly came together, right? I think you all showed up on, Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where you lived, and everybody met on Thursday, and then the tournament kicked off, and 3 days later, you guys were hoisting the trophy, and I think it was great to see just the way a handful of guys came together from all over the country, from all different backgrounds, all different training paths. Right, everybody had a little bit different, and then you guys were able to pull that out. It was fun for us to watch. I'm sure it was fun to be a part of that.
But yeah, it was a blast.
And along with that came a different type of instruction because some of those coaches were from all over the country as well. You had Alex Hale from Chips Performance. You had, of course, Roger and Cody Clements at the top of the list, and then you had John Sintas, who runs Cutter Nation out in San Diego. And being around that different type of instruction, how did that affect you and your game moving forward?
I wouldn't say as much of an effect. It was more like they got to connect with us personally, and when you connect with someone personally, you understand how they go about their things. So it was more of an adjustment than an effect because they adjust to how you've learned and how you've practiced and how you play, and we kind of just like meshed everyone together, and we made it work out and made it feel like a team that's been playing for a long time.
Yeah, that's great advice, right? They were coming together just as much as the players were, and everyone coming from different backgrounds, and so letting you be the player that you are, and the guy next to you be the player he is, and so on and so on. Just really led to a cohesive team and a great weekend. And along those lines, you are very fortunate to have access to a facility like Prime in Arizona. Talk to us a little bit about technology that Prime uses that you're able to take advantage of, some things that maybe other people around the country have heard about but don't have access to. Talk to us a little bit about some of that technology there.
Yeah, so first, I mean, I'm really blessed to call this place my home. It's 10 minutes down the street from my house. My dad owns it. It's a true blessing. But some of the cool things that we do have or what people have seen is like the reaction boards, like the reaction runs. So what that is like it's a moving board. The board is a moving board that we hit off of, we lift off of, we jump off of, do anything you can do on the floor, but on the board as it's moving. And what that really is like the difference is it's a crazy thing to describe. You have to witness it in life, like try it. But you
Amy wants to try the run. She wants to try that next time we're there.
yeah, like you use muscles like you didn't even know were in your body and like you really learn like how to use the floor differently. Like and then with the run, like you can walk with it moving and you get just as much out of that than you do jogging or sprinting. That's the cool part. That's the cool part for us and like our athletes is like it's so much like less hard on your joints where we're walking and we're getting the same amount as if we go run on a field.
Yeah, that's and taking that pressure off the joints is just as important as training, just from a long-term health standpoint.
Yep. And then another more things we have that people might have heard of is we have this thing called the BFR, the blood flow restriction. We throw with it on, we put it on our throwing arm as well as our lead leg at like different times. And it's normally it goes from about 8 to 25 minute increments. You can choose whatever you want. You can take it off whenever you want. But what that is, it's cutting off your restriction it's cutting off your blood flow and while we throw. And what it's doing is we're throwing high intent with it and then when we are done throwing high intent with it, we take it off and it feels like you didn't throw. And it's the craziest feeling. We use it for recovery as well. People might know it as Owen's recovery science, but it's really cool here and it's nice to have all the technology behind us.
Yeah, I mean, I love facilities that, embrace new technology like BFR, like the motion boards, things like that. And then we'll also have a guy like Roger Clemens in the facility who is, a guy who has trained for 40 or 50 years using old school methods, new school methods. I think that's very important for young people to be able to, embrace the old with the new. And I love that, your dad has a facility that allows people to do that.
Yeah, it's truly a blessing. I mean, you can't say enough things about it. There's it's just and it's a culture here. Like everybody believes in the same things. Like we share the common goal. Our career paths might be different, but everybody's trying to strive and work for the same thing.
I love that. I definitely felt that when I was in there. So along those lines, I'm sure people in the area, at least in the Phoenix area, right? They hear the Philman name. They know that your dad owns a beautiful facility there, a primary action. Do you think that some people have an expectation of you because of that may or may not be true?
I mean, that might be possible, but like that's something that you don't take in. Like I don't let that get to my mental. I'm not gonna let other people's expectations make me change my standards. Like I'm gonna
Love
work
it.
how I work, I'm gonna play how I play, and I earn everything I get. I don't get things given to me.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. It's I think that Prime is the kind of place that's going to tell athletes the truth, right? And to your point, right? Everything is earned, not given. And I'm not implying that it's given. It's more of a, what does the outside world think? And I think having that training facility is an unbelievable advantage for you. And I think it's the best thing for for youth players to have a facility that uh, can embrace the technology and understand the body as a whole. I think that's one thing that it certainly seems that Prime does is it's looking at the athlete as a whole from the ground up, not just your, can you throw 95? Yes or no, right? Let's take care of the entire body, the mind, the physical, the mental, all of that. And I certainly got that when I was there.
Yeah, and then I mean that goes back to the efficiency part, right? I mean, it doesn't matter
Yep.
how hard you throw, it doesn't matter how much you lift. If you can do things efficiently and get the job done, then that's what we're working for.
No, I love it. And so you've played on, was it one of the US national teams? Is that correct?
I've done NTIS, but I haven't been on the USA national team.
Okay, so the NTIS. Talk to us a little bit for those kids out there who are, 12, 13, 14 and coming up into high school. What kind of work ethic are teams that play in those events looking for in a player like yourself?
Like, definitely a grinder. You have to have grit and you have to grind if you wanna play in those and be a name. And the biggest thing is you can't let other people's opinions bring you down or get you in your head. You have to learn how to stay laser focused and keep your mind on the goal instead of what's going on around, the outer distractions.
Yeah, because I mean you're playing, with the best players in that age bracket when you're playing in those type of events, and even the pitchers only event, right? There was a lot of really good 16, 17, 18-year olds at that tournament. And those teams were not there to lose to a team called pitchers only,
Especially with all the cameras.
especially with all the cameras, right? Nobody wanted to be on the downside of that. Not you guys on that team, and certainly not the guys that you were playing against. And when you talk about grind, I see a lot of things on the internet where guys are I want to say they appear to be working hard, right? But what are they doing, right? A lot of motion, a lot of activity, but what is the goal of what they do? So when you come to the facility, let's say it's a Saturday morning in in December, and it's 10 in the morning, you're showing up. Walk me through what your goal for the day would be.
So, I mean, my goal is getting 1% better every day. So, whether that means it's my light day or my high intent day, like my goal is still consistency. Like, how consistent can I be in my work and what I do? So, I mean, like the goal is the same every day. The workload might not be the same, but the biggest thing for me is making sure I come in and do what I need to do to get to that 1% better every day.
I love it. It's every day. It's measurable, right? You can measure 1%, especially at a facility like Prime, right? You are able to track that, and whether you're lifting or throwing or hitting, it doesn't matter, right? You're able to track that. And I think that's important for everyone to understand, right? When you have a goal, right, you need to be able to track it and see if you're on pace to hit that goal, right? And some days you're going to struggle, right? You don't feel great. You had a long night, whatever, but you still have to get out there and I'm guessing, your goal is not just to be a grinder, right? A great high school player, a great college player, but I'm sure you have goals for college and then life beyond college baseball.
Working for long term, that's what we call it. We're
Yep.
not working to be the best player we are tomorrow, we're working to be the best player we can be in 10, 20 years, whatever you wanna however long you wanna say it.
So along those lines, do you have a dream school you'd like to go to?
I've definitely liked a couple schools that I've went to, but as of right now, I like to explore all the options I have, and I've appreciated every chance I've gotten to go to any school.
That's a great answer, Chase. I actually love that answer. And then, I mean, you are an Arizona kid, but if you had a dream MLB team that you could play for, what team would that be?
Honestly, just whoever just gets me. And there's no I can't be picky right there. You gotta go with it.
It's almost like you put some thought into that answer before
Yeah, been asked a couple times.
Oh, do you have a favorite drill that you do? Whether it's on the field, whether it's a warm-up drill, a training drill, strength drill. Do you have a favorite drill that you do?
I like to do drills off the boards. Every morning, I like to walk on them, just kinda get my body moving, get the blood circulating, but a lot of times, I hit off the boards. I like to do a lot of, like, squat variations on the boards just because when I get back onto normal ground, I feel more, like, more stable. So I like to do a lot of like my agility and stuff, like whether that means like I'm jumping off of the board, just kind of stuff like that. But I like to center stuff around the board and then move whatever I did on the board if I'm doing like a second set or something like that, and then I'll move it to the ground.
I love it. And those boards just have to engage the core so much.
Yeah, definitely.
I love it. Just a couple more quick ones, then we'll wrap it up here, Chase. Favorite major league player?
I've got a lot of good guys that I'm close with, but my favorite guy is probably Scooble. I look up to him a lot.
Okay.
He's a player that I would want to become, and he's my lefty dog.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Favorite bat that you like to swing during high school?
I love Chandler bats. Chandler
Chandler.
bats are Chandler bats are really good for wood, and then for metal, I like to swing the combat. Combat's where I go.
Combat's the go-to for a lot of guys.
I love the combat.
They disappeared for a few years, made a comeback about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and man, they are that bat. People are loving what they put
Yeah,
out.
wood. I love Chandler. Metal is combat for me.
Nice glove that you rock on game day when you're pitching.
I rock my Emery glove.
You rock an
Got
Emery.
my
You like the boutique gloves.
I do. I got my finger hood on it, and then hold on, I think it's actually right here.
All right, let's see it.
Got it. Got my high school colors. I got the Yeti
Okay.
right there.
Uh, love it.
Then
It's
right
a great
here it says "One day better."
one day better. Oh, that's a great looking glove, man. And Emery, great glove company. More and more guys are going to the boutique gloves, the Emerys, the Yardleys, the Jacks. 44 Pro I got up there was at one time a boutique glove company, maybe not so much anymore, but a lot of great companies putting out, great gloves in small batches. And I think Emery's definitely one of them. All right. Last thing, tell people where they can find you if they want to follow you and your journey to the next level.
My social media on Instagram is Chase Fillman 2028. My X is C Fillman 2028, and the main goal is just to, like I said, get one day better and keep that consistent and just do it until the job's done.
I love it. High school sophomore Chase Fillman. Keep an eye on him this year. He is a 2028 grad, and he is looking to have a breakout season as a sophomore. Chase, thanks for coming on with us. Really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.